Afzal Guru's remains were buried inside Tihar Jail after the hanging. The family wants his body. The last rites were performed keeping in mind all Islamic religious sensitivities. 3 religious leaders were witness to the hanging and subsequently saw the burial. The government is particularly keen to avoid Afzal Guru's burial site from becoming a rallying point for anti-national forces that may try and boost terrorism. But Afzal Guru's family has urged the government to hand over the body for last rites. They want to carry it out as per Islamic rites. Afzal Guru's brothers asked the government for the body. Mushtaq Ahmad Guru warned that they may be forced to take to the streets if the government did not agree to their demand.
जो हो गया सो हो गया, चलो ठीक है, लेकिन इन्होंने फांसी दी, ये पूरे कश्मीरी कौम की फांसी है, ठीक है ना, ये पूरे कश्मीरी कौम की फांसी है। अब जो हो गया सो हो गया, हमारा मुतालबा सिर्फ इतना है, हमें कोई इसमें मतलब दो राय नहीं है, हमें सिर्फ डेड बॉडी चाहिए। ये हमारा मुतालबा है, यह हमारी मोदीबाना रिक्वेस्ट है पूरे इंडिया गवर्नमेंट के साथ कि हमें लाश वापस दी जाए। कम से कम जो हो गया, इनके कहने के मुताबिक उसको सजा मिल गई, चलो ठीक है, हमने माना ठीक है, लेकिन कम से कम हमें लाश चाहिए।
And headlines today, Shujaul Haq now joins me for more on this big story from Srinagar. Shuja, you've been tracking developments on the story from very early this morning. Do you notice a change by afternoon? What's happening on ground zero? The security apparatus that's in place, what are the reactions in J&K?
Well, Gaurav, the situation is tense. There is no denying in that. We're getting reports from North Kashmir, from certain parts of North Kashmir, that there were incidents of stone pelting. People did try to come out and start clashing with the police. But the kind of arrangements that have been put in place in Kashmir Valley all across are also unprecedented. Heavy deployment of police force and CRPF and other paramilitary forces have been put in place here in Srinagar and other parts of Kashmir Valley as well. As we heard the Chief Minister himself saying that all the preemptive actions have been taken into service, and they're trying to make sure that any action that can any action that can cause any untoward incident will be countered. There were few places like areas of Srinagar like Mysuma where certain local leaders tried to come out. They were stopped from coming out. So at this point of time, a very heavy clampdown all across in Kashmir Valley, curfew all across in Kashmir Valley. But the question really is, how long can state government continue putting such curfews in place? There eventually they'll have to let the people out, and that will be the tough time for the government to make sure that when people are out, then it doesn't become a situation where those people who want to create the atmosphere of atmosphere which they want not to be peaceful. Yes. That is what has to be tackled. That is the situation where the government has to look out for. At this point of time, the situation tense, no denying in that, but at the same time, measures have been taken by the government, heavy deployment of security all across Kashmir Valley.
Good. That just proves the point. If the administration wants, if the system wants, they can put systems in place to ensure that no untoward incident takes place. I'm also told that there are some preventive detentions that have taken place, Shuja.
Well, yes, preventive detentions have already taken place. We had spoken to a lot of people who are working with the separatist camp, and a lot of supporters have been already detained, which includes some of the top spokespersons like Ayaz Akbar of the Hurriyat Conference's Gilani faction. We've been told that though a lot of leaders are not here in Srinagar at this moment, but the second rung leadership of the separatist camp have been clearly put under certain restrictions, and these are a part of the series of measures that the government has taken, and they were prepared. As the Chief Minister himself said that 8 p.m. he was told about the entire decision, and right from that time onwards they completely chalked out a plan. The DGP was sent from Jammu to Srinagar himself. The Chief Minister himself came and started taking stock of the situation. But what we'll have to also wait and watch for is how politics comes into play in this entire matter. Hurriyat Conference has already given a band call, a 3-day band call on this issue. We have seen opposition PDP coming out and lashing at the Omar Abdullah government, saying that he cannot just wash away his hands from this entire incident because he's a part of the government. So we'll have to wait and watch for the politics to play in this entire matter, because at this point of time it is we have to also take this thing into consideration, that it is a sensitive matter as far as the local politics is concerned. It may be good for say UPA in the center, but for Umar Abdullah and Congress in state there could be political ramifications of this decision as well.